now that I've got my tea. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kara Thibodeau. I am the Grateful Girl and I am a vegan food blogger, and now I've actually been doing a lot more travel videos, so stay tuned for that. I really feel like there's not enough travel vloggers out there who are vegan actually, and so I have really wanted to oh my goodness, bud. You're too much, Bubba. But I love you. I have been trying to do a lot more vegan travel videos lately because I feel like there's not enough vegan travel vloggers out there, and for myself, I love to travel. I love to be able to go to a new place. There's nothing like the adrenaline you get when you touch down in a new city and you don't know the language, or you don't know where to go, what to do. And so I think it's really important that I showcase that, because as that is one of my biggest passions is travel. I know that it can be really hard, and that's something that I've experienced since becoming vegan, is that when I travel, I have to do a lot more planning. Which is fine. I really love to plan, but for other people that may be difficult. So one of the things I really want to start doing is showcasing my travels on YouTube, and also creating city guides in my blog as well too, so that if you do go to a city, you don't have to do all that planning, and I'll be able to tell you all the main attractions there are to do, how to get around the city, public transportation or via Uber, and also just where to eat, because honestly that's the most important thing when you travel, is where to eat, because that to me sums up the best part of the trip. If I'm not eating good, I'm not having a good time. Yeah, food is important. This video I'm doing today is kind of talking about our trip that we went to San Francisco for. And we ended up going with my boyfriend's brother and his girlfriend, and I will say that it was a little bit challenging. We've done San Francisco before together as a couple, and with us both being vegan, we're typically going to most places that are fully 100% vegan. This trip, however, because we were traveling with other people who were not vegan, we were going to some restaurants that we typically wouldn't have picked, but wanted to make sure that everybody had something that they could eat, and as long as there were vegan options on the menu, we went ahead and went. Now that I say that, it was a little bit difficult because a lot of times when you're going to restaurants that are not always fully vegan, you may have some interesting troubles with the staff maybe not being as educated about what vegan is. A lot of times people confuse veganism with vegetarian, and so a lot of times they may offer you still some things that have dairy or eggs in it, and so that was a little bit challenging. And also too, we were there during the week, and so sometimes with vegan places, they could be closed during the weekdays. So that's also kind of thing when I talk about planning, because there were a couple places that we really loved to go, but they were closed. Or as you'll also see, we tried to go to Timeless Coffee. And Timeless Coffee actually was open that day that we went. We were there on a Monday. They were open, but because we had because we had other people traveling with us who weren't vegan, we were really wanting to give them kind of like a fuller breakfast, and they had already sold out of, oh, thank you, baby. They had already sold out of, thank you, this is what he does all day. He's such a big baby. They had already actually sold out of, their breakfast items, so they still had their pastries and things like that, so we ended up having to go to the Butcher's Son. Not a big deal. The Butcher's Son in Oakland, in Berkeley is amazing. If you have not already gone there, it is so good. I'll include it down in the description below with all the rest of the places that we went to on this trip, and that we've also been to prior to this trip when we went by ourselves to visit Oakland and San Francisco. So honestly, San Francisco and Oakland are super vegan friendly, but I will say if you're going to some places that are not fully 100% vegan, you might have some difficulties just sometimes with the staff, maybe not just having that not understanding really what vegan is, and so just be patient, and it's an opportunity for you to educate them as well too, in a compassionate way. So with that, we ended up, I think when me and Harley, my boyfriend, when Harley and I travel with each other, we do a lot more footage with each other because, you know, it's just easier. This time it was a little bit more difficult getting all the footage that we wanted to because we were actually enjoying the time that we were spending with his brother and his brother's girlfriend. So there are some bits and pieces here that don't have a ton of talking in it, but I hope that you guys enjoy this video. You know, I love making these and I want to continue to make more, so thank you so much for watching.
We're on our way to California.
We're gonna stop and grab something to eat here in the Austin airport. There's a lot of really good vegan options now, so you can check those out.
It might break the bank, but hey, you know.
No, it's not. We're about to chow down on these. They're cauliflower, sweet potato, avocado, and they have tofu mayo in it. Totally vegan. These are breakfast tacos from the Peach Tortilla. Are they good today?
They're good. Really good.
The juice from Juiceland is really good. If I remember correctly, beets, watermelon, lime, coconut, pineapple.
Pretty solid.
We tried a juice before we go on a trip because you're in an airplane, there's germs, and if anything makes you feel better, it's juicing. It was a really good flight actually because I was able to have my CBD oil, and that was super helpful. So we are about to go pick up our rental car, and we have an upgrade, so excited to show you what that is. Harley's pretty determined to get our bag. Ready? Okay. Okay, so our ride is a Mustang. Oh, I'm so excited. Put the top down.
On the screen. Yo, if you riding with us, get the keys. Like, is it difficult? No, it's a breeze. It's a breeze, boy, I told you it's a breeze. Yo, it's a breeze, boy, I told you it's a breeze. Yo, it's a breeze, boy, I told you it's a breeze. I'm up in the VIP and it's all on Jill D.
Look, Paulie sent me what he sent me thinking he go first. I ain't telling beats like this can make my ego worse. Cause it's a breeze, we ain't do it for the cheese. Make you freeze like watching your first California burrito burst. Ain't a tourist, man, listen what the chorus say. I do whatever got to the
So Harley and I just ate at this little place called the Beach Street Grill here. It's next to the Fisherman's Wharf, and they said that they had a vegan omelet and a vegan sandwich and a vegan burger, which they do use Beyond Meat sausage, but they did not have vegan options. The vegan omelet was actually made with eggs.
Real eggs. Don't know why you'd call it a vegan omelet if it's made with real eggs.
Yeah, and we're typically like pretty positive about stuff, but that was just, that really made us upset.
I was ready for an omelet.
Yeah, so just so you know, if you're ever in San Francisco and you stop here at Beach Street Grill, just double check to make sure that it is vegan. And I thought it was funny because they put the ranch on our as a side for our Beyond Meat burger after we told them we were vegan. So I'm not sure. I think they might just think this is vegetarian, not necessarily vegan. So just double check. So lunch wasn't great, but at least we got some vegan ice cream. We're at this place called The Baked Bear, and they do have a soy-based chocolate chip ice cream.
Pretty good.
That is good.
Makes up for the food.
Yeah. Sometimes that's just like what happens when you're not going to a all vegan restaurant and the staff isn't as educated about vegan items, so that's okay. Hopefully we'll be able to go to a vegan spot soon, so wish us luck.
You find some.
We just got to Sutro Baths. It's so pretty. Oh, it was such a beautiful day here
Really nice.
at the Golden Gate Bridge. It's typically always really cloudy every time I've ever come out here, and I grew up in California and I've never seen it so pretty.
Got the view of the whole bridge
Oh,
this time.
It was
It's nice.
so
Really
nice. Last time we came it was really cloudy.
Couldn't see but half of it.
I don't even think people knew we were really at the Golden Gate Bridge because it was so cloudy. So we just got to our Airbnb here in Oakland. It is really, really cute. We are staying in the guest bedroom here, and our friends are staying in the master, and it is just really cute. All right, we are headed to Timeless Coffee for some vegan breakfast. This is our first time to Timeless, so we'll see how it goes. Say bye. Bye, Zeke.